Well, let me show
I'm liking the all black vibe too.
You want our shirt?
I'll always wear all black.
All black everything?
Because that's mostly the stuff that I have.
You like your team?
Uh-huh. These are my mom's shoes.
Oh, them are nice. Okay.
These are my mom's shoes.
Hope y'all had a good week. We tuning in. It's Friday. Got the stimmy.
Man,
Got the
stimmy?
taxes. Maybe I didn't get mine yet, but
You ain't been stimulated?
yeah.
Gobi, you been stimulated? Why you She back there talking. You see her? Quit
Leave it
it.
alone. Leave it alone.
Get your hand off of it.
I'm the cameraman today.
Quit touching. Get your hand off of it.
What's the plans with the stimulus?
Hold on. Get off of it. You gonna come around this side of the camera? Huh?
Come on.
Come on, talk with us.
Come on,
Let's go. I want to see what my work's been looking like. You the boss today. Let's go. Everybody, this is Chloe Martin,
Good with you.
aka Goobadoo.
AKA
Don't be hitting the microphone and stuff, girl. Like Uncle Jude.
Taki.
Taki.
Miss Taki.
You got to talk in the microphone, all right? Can you do that? Say hello.
Hello.
Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
So what grade are you in?
Good.
We're
Huh?
about to kick it off. Do you know how to do our introduction?
Welcome to another
You know?
edition.
Don't be freezing up.
Oh.
You have to talk it loud in the microphone.
I don't know how to do it.
You don't know how to do it?
Nope.
I got you. Tag me in. Welcome to another edition of Trust the Process podcast. Yours truly, Rob the People's Plug Martin, joined by always the Italian Stallion. I call him the Reverend. That's my little brother, Nicholas Martin.
What up?
And joined today, live in the studio,
Okay.
the guest, my baby.
The guest, the goober.
That's my Gooby Dooby. She gonna hang out with her Uncle Nick and her daddy today, so.
Got the black Nike.
She said she was the director. Did you move the camera?
No.
Not at all. It's perfect. All right. I'm teaching you well.
Where, like, you can see your hair.
I got you. All right, kicking off episode 78. We are missing Mr. Irregular Strength. He's down hanging out with Mickey and Minnie Mouse and the Goob Troop.
78?
Shh.
I didn't know
I'll
that.
tap you in whenever it's your turn.
I didn't know.
And you got hot Cheetos all over your mouth. But anyway, so Jew is down at Walt Disney World, living the dream. I guess it pays to be the all-time world record, huh?
Man.
Man, so yeah. So he, I think are they there yet?
I don't know. I think so. Yeah, they should be. I
Okay.
guess they stopped somewhere over
He's
there.
taking the kids and driving.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm telling you. All right, I got you. That's easy. I mean, that's a job right there. How many kids are taking?
I think all of them.
That's a job. I'm telling you. Look, that's when you make sure that you find a halfway point and you stop somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't.
All
I
right,
can't
I
do that
got
drive.
you. All right, and you keep echoing me. Girl, you got to know when to talk.
You gonna go to Disney?
I'll take you to Disney.
Okay.
Where have you been to?
Not this year. We're going next year.
No, we went to Universal. Oh, she didn't go to Universal.
I didn't go to Universal.
Oh, yeah. Universal's where it's at.
You be when you ride a ride though.
No.
A
Nah.
roller coaster.
Nick, we went to Universal.
So no point in going there.
But I went on the Raven.
What about the Legend?
No.
What do you do?
Well, she had to think about that. She had to think about that. So look, so we got an off week with him this week. So filling in is my baby Chloe, aka Gooby. But anyway, so it's a beautiful day outside. We got some rain this week. How's your week been going, Nick?
Man, my week's been going good. She got stimulated.
What are you gonna do with it? You gonna stimulate the economy?
Well, the first thing I did with it, we got out of our last credit card, so no more.
You can't touch it.
No more credit card debt. Period.
Right.
So that was the first thing. That was my goal this month to have that paid off. And then, we're just we ain't doing that. We saving.
Oh, y'all
We
saving
got
it?
our pool done, so we trying to get that done.
Man, they getting a new pool done.
No, not
in your pool this year.
Oh, Oh yeah, we're going over to Uncle Nicky's this year.
So
Yes,
pool's looking good. Gearing up for summertime. Just got done working out. Still chasing the line. So
I know that's right.
Week's been good, man. It's blessed.
That's what's up. So it's we are halfway already through March, and it literally feels like 2021 is flying by.
It does.
I mean, it's crazy. Everybody's starting to open back up. I ain't been hearing too much about Corona. Have you?
No, it's going away.
Like it's just
They
disappearing?
got 100 million vaccines out today.
It's just disappearing?
Man, I think so.
Could you imagine being a company putting them shots out? How much money? Look,
I walked in the gas station today. It wasn't nobody. Did none of them have a mask on? I was
Nobody?
Like, okay. I was like, I always mess with Bella. I said, if you free, be free.
I know that's right. Act like it. Chloe, what your daddy do?
You said I'm in a
Religion?
religion.
What's it called?
The no mask religion.
The no mask religion. Somebody tried to stop me at Walmart. It's not that I want to do it on purpose. It's just that if I forget it in my car,
You had it.
it'd be all right.
You had it on your neck.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So he asked me if I could wear it, and I was like, it's against my religion to wear it.
Mm.
I mean, because if I'm going to get it, I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
Just let me get it. We ate dirt growing up. We got the immune system. We got the good 80s.
Well,
We
I'm
got
not
that.
trying to get it.
Corona's been like a year now.
I feel you. We got that 80s immune system. Y'all got that
My
2000.
birthday is on the 13th and 14th.
We've been in pandemic for a year now.
That's crazy, ain't it?
Remember when they first started, it was like 2 weeks.
Oh, they wasn't playing.
It was
Hey,
like, give us 2 weeks and we'll be back.
And then it was like 50,000 years.
I know.
a long time? Look, you're going back to school Monday, full time.
I don't want to
Why?
because I do, but I don't.
She's got used to being at home on the couch, on the laptop.
Man. Nick,
Now
could
she's
you
gonna have to
imagine?
wait. Now she's gonna have to wake up.
Could you imagine if we went through that as kids?
Man,
I'm telling you, look, I would have figured something out.
I seen the thing earlier. It said our kids have their I've walked 2 miles to school moment now. They said about when they get older, the pandemic's gonna be exaggerated. Like how our parents say, I walked through the hills and valleys and snowstorm to get to school.
We went through the coronavirus of 2020. I like it. So, man, real quick, today is March 19th. And I don't know how many of you guys out there know this. What was it, a couple of years ago, Nick?
What?
Trey's dad.
Yeah, probably 2-3 years ago. 2? Yeah, maybe 2 years.
So tragically, our nephew was murdered, 17 years old. No, 18. I think he just turned 18.
Mm-hmm.
And today we celebrate his life, his legacy. We're going to meet up at the cemetery later on and let some balloons go. Man, it's a night that I'll never forget. One of the worst nights I've ever experienced.
Mm-hmm.
One of the worst things that I've ever think that I've been through as a brother, as an uncle. I remember it like it was yesterday. I think that when you go through something like that, you just vividly remember certain noises and sounds that you'll never forget. I mean, thank God that we are on the other side of it now, to where, luckily we're able to be a safe place for a lot of people now.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, so today is his birthday, man. Happy birthday, Trey. We miss you. Real quick, while we're talking about that, if you guys can, so my niece, Alasia, has worked with her dad and her aunt, which is Trey's mom, our sister, in coming up with what is that, 501?
Yeah, nonprofit.
Titled True to Trey.
Yeah,
And
website.
basically, the website. They have a website. You can find them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter under True to Trey.
TrueToTrey.com.
Yeah, the website is truetotrey.com. TrueToTrey.com. And you can go there and find out more information about who they are, what they do, what the cause is. Nick, real quick, tell them about, basically just give them a gist of what True to Trey is.
Yeah, so what True to Trey is kind of inspiring. So about a month before Trey died, a teacher had seen what he had did. Trey, didn't like school and sometimes he didn't go to school. But this one day, the teacher said that Trey found out about someone getting bullied in school about the shoes that the guy had on. So Trey went and with his own money bought the guy a pair of shoes and some anti-crease spray. And he showed up at school today and gave it to the guy that was getting bullied and made fun of for the shoes that he had on.
Yeah.
And then he left school. So his sole purpose was just to go there to bless that guy. So, and that's how About True to Trey came about, was just to keep his legacy alive.
And nobody even knew about it.
No, so
when he did it, nobody even knew he did it
or boast about it.
When did we find out about it?
When he died at his funeral.
Yeah, so we didn't find out about what he did for this young man until the day of his funeral, and his teacher walks up.
Yeah.
And says, "Man, I got to share a story of something that he did."
Yeah, for sure.
That will always be remembered.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, just because of that one moment, they are now taking that, and through every tragedy, through every downfall, through every low moment, I believe God does want to use to build something beautiful off of it.
Yeah.
It all doesn't have to be bad.
Yeah,
so now what they are doing is creating this nonprofit, and with one day in hopes of giving every kid that is being bullied a brand new pair of shoes.
Yeah, like the video like you made for him just said that 1 out of 5 kids get bullied. And I even think it goes further than that, because I think, especially for our generation, we grew up in a culture where making fun of each other was normal.
Yeah. So
it was easier, and I think it was more acceptable to make more fun of each other than to uplift each other. Because, like, it's just easier, like, ha, ha, look what you're wearing. And instead of saying, like, hey, man, I like your shirt.
Right.
It's always was easier to just, crack a joke and then to uplift. And there's so many kids, man, that go home and that impacts them for so long that, like, man, how come I ain't got this? How come my friends, got new shoes and I don't? And, it's just sad because you don't even know the situation they could be in. Their parents may be, working 2 jobs just to keep a roof over their head.
That's right.
And now they have to worry about what kind of shoes they're wearing to school.
Oh, yeah. I remember when we grew up, like, and some people can say, well, that ain't that big of a deal, blah, blah, blah. I remember me growing up, what shoes you had on your feet mattered.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And even still to today, you know what I'm saying? Which, history has a tendency of repeating itself. So a lot of things that were in then are coming back in now.
Oh, yeah.
Like my daughter Hannah just came back in and said she wanted a pair of bell bottoms.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? That's what came out whenever we was in our teenage years.
Yeah.
That's what all the little ones was wearing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And but it does. It's a huge deal. I would say for young women as well, but especially I'm talking from a young man perspective. It definitely mattered.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's why. I mean, I think it's just, so important. Like, I always pray with my daughter before I drop her off to school.
Man.
And the words I always speak to her is, you're a world changer.
That's right.
I think I got that from Rob. But, I always try to instill that, that little piece in her mind that, hey, you're a world changer.
That's right. Yeah, and if you don't teach her, the world's going to.
Yeah, I just think it's so important, man, that we speak life instead of death over people that we're around. And that, a little pair of shoes for a kid may go the longest way.
Man, change the world.
May just show someone, hey, man, he cared about me when no one else did.
That's it. Think about that impact that he had on that one kid, man. And that's the hope for the mission.
Yeah.
Is through one generous act to change someone's legacy forever.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how easy it could happen. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we look at things and we overcomplicate it, we overanalyze it, we over spiritualize it. So a lot of time nothing gets done.
Oh, yeah.
My mentality, man, is just do it.
Yep.
Just start.
I was at lunch with Chad the other day, one of our brothers, and we was talking about the scenario. I was going to write a letter. I was going to write an article about it if they denied me because of my felony.
Oh, yeah.
But they didn't. They actually was on my side and fought for me.
Right.
And it worked in my favor. And Chad said something pretty neat. He said, Nick, how come we always write the article or it's big news when it's the negative? How come we don't put that same energy when someone's on our side or they stood with us?
That's it.
And I was like, man, you got a great point. And I think that's what they're trying to do with this situation is they're highlighting the good instead of the bad, because so many people would, could try to paint Trey or that shooting in the worst light.
That's right.
And they're trying to take a negative and a tragic situation and turn it into a spotlight and a positive to keep his legacy alive.
And I think that's exactly what we should do with any situation like that. So, man, we're kicking. Hold on just a second. I'm looking something up.
That's what it was neat the other day, because you don't think your kids realize. And Bella asked me, she said, "Dad, do you know why I chose number 6?" I was like, "Nah, I don't know why." And she was like, "Oh, that's the number Trey wore."
Man.
And I was like, "Oh, dang, that's pretty neat."
I was last year, and now I am this year.
Okay.
Goobie's number 6
Is that why
too?
you chose number 6 too?
You told me it was number 6.
Oh, your mama picked it out. I didn't know why.
But I thought that was pretty neat that Bella
Because
said
last
that
year-
and correlated that.
Oh yeah. So, man, really, what I wanted to do is give you a rundown of just a small glimpse into, man, our family is such a melting pot.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell people about our family, it's hard for them to even comprehend or believe that we have that many brothers and sisters.
Oh yeah.
Like we are when I think back on it, Nick, we was a true Brady bunch.
Oh, for sure.
Like the real life, but like real life Brady bunch. You know what I'm saying? And
we're like in the middle of all of them.
Huh?
We're in the middle because we're we're on both sides.
Oh man, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. So
so describe it to them in case. So 13 brothers and sisters.
Oh yeah, we got 13 brothers and sisters.
Some
plus
black,
a couple possible.
some white.
Yeah,
some mixed.
yeah, some white, some black, some mixed. Me, my twin sister Star Cherie, and Nick is the baby brother out of everybody. We all grew up in a single wide trailer, 3-bedroom trailer.
Well, how many? 15, 16 people.
A bunch. Just in the boys' room, we had about 5 on one, and it was you know how a trailer got a bigger room, a medium room, and then the itty bitty room. We was in the itty bitty room with a bunk bed.
And it wasn't like one of these new trailers. This was the slim trailer.
It was a slim brim.
Wall.
Man, it was a slim brim trailer. Man, I'm telling you. So, but growing up, like in that diversity, seeing life through that lens, and learning what family was really about. You know, our dad died back in 17, and if one thing he taught us what family was.
Yeah, I always loved his saying when he said, at the end of the day, that's your brother.
That's right.
So when you have our white brothers and black brothers, they never went by step brothers.
That's right.
And he was never allowed them to say, that's my step brother, or that's my, dad's kid. It was always, that's my brother.
That's right.
And I think that just family that was instilled inside of us has carried on to today. So like one thing I noticed is like if someone isn't a good father or they don't have those family values, our family's quick to, call them out and say, what are you doing?
That's right.
How come you're not taking care of your kids? Or how come you're not around? Or, like even when we get together, I always tell people, man, when we get together for Christmas, it's about 60 people in there.
Man.
And they was like, how many nieces and nephews you got? That's what people asked me the other day. I was like, man, I think about 50. I don't know for sure, but it's a lot.
That's right. Plus, we just got news that we just got the newest member.
Yeah.
Of the nieces and nephews. Chloe, how many cousins you got?
She don't know.
40,000.
40,000. I literally do think it's probably about 60.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Last time you told me it was like 42.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably a few years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right, so real quick, just to kind of wrap that part up, I would ask you, I'm not going to beg because this mission is so important that it's an honor to be attached to. The Cash App, they make it very simple. Do you realize how far $5 can go in somebody's life?
Oh, yeah.
So right now they're in the beginning of stages of setting the not the business, they're setting the program up. They're starting to reach out to get kids. They're starting to pass out flyers. And one thing that my big brother said that really hit me, he said, look, we don't need the money.
Yeah.
We need men to step up. We need women to step up and be mentors To be role models, maybe to meet with these kids.
Oh yeah.
Because one big thing that I've realized as we're getting older, a lot of times that gap is not filled.
Oh, for sure.
It's hard that it's good to give a kid something, but if that's where it stops at, then you failed that kid.
Oh yeah. No, I think it goes into discipleship and mentoring and pouring in, and Mentor Kids does a great job at that too. And that's the kind of their philosophy is they pair you with one adult,
right?
That they pick you up every week, and it's a lifelong thing.
Who's that?
Mentor Kids.
Oh yeah,
and that's what kind of they do, and I think that's the kind of direction True to Trey is going to go in. It's not just hey, here's a pair of shoes. It's we want to walk alongside of you. They said self-defense classes and mentorship. So let's get together and hang out, and me get to know you as a person. Kind of like John Brennan did for us.
That's right, man. He reached across the track and said, "Look, I'm here for you.
Oh yeah,
let's do this together." Mm-hmm. So, but at the same time, we do need men and women to step up. Like I said, you can go to the website, which is www.truetotrey.com. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all handles are True to Trey. But also, man, if you would like to partner financially, it takes money.
Yeah.
It takes money to do things. We can't just look past that, right? But like I said, it's not something that it's a burden to give. It's a privilege to give.
Yeah.
On the other side of $5, $10, $20, $100, you could impact and change a young man's or a young woman's legacy forever.
Oh yeah.
So if you would, this is not a cry. This is a call to action. And I'm going to do anything I can. We're a part of it. It's when our family does something, we do something. We do it together. But the Cash App is $ True to Trey, TrueToTrey. And PayPal is the same way. You can give if you need more information on the program, on the system.
Go to the website. Or?
Yeah, go to the website, find out more information. I think there's a phone number on there that you can reach out to Alasia. Man, she's poured her heart and soul into this thing, and it truly is a beautiful thing to watch.
Oh,
that was her cousin. That was her closest cousin.
Oh yeah. No, and it's just neat how she's just fighting. She's out there on the front lines passing out flyers to keep this legacy going. And
taking the little ones with her to show her, look, this is what family's about.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, I can't wait to see what she's doing in 10 years.
Oh, yeah, she's a world changer.
Oh, yeah, I can see her running a fortune, anything that she wanted to. Oh, you know what I'm saying? If not her own.
Yeah.
And then multiplying that. You know what I'm saying? So it's neat to see, man, like we said, with our family and the melting pot that we are. So from the original 13 and maybe plus 2, that has resulted in 60 nephews and nieces. And now we're getting to experience them coming up in a world and, finding their wings and growing up and figuring out who they are and what they want to do. If you would have told us 10, 15 years ago that we would be in this position and they would be in our position, I wouldn't even know where to start at to try to even tell them what to do to help them out in life.
Yeah. I know, and I think one thing I want to tell people is to value family. Because when you get older, hanging out with friends becomes less and less and less.
Man.
And it's your family that you're going to have your closest bonds with.
That's
and
it.
Sometimes I feel guilty because I get so busy where I don't get to go see my brothers or don't get to go hang out with them. But I always just am encouraged every time I go over there and I see the growth out of every single one of my brothers and sisters. And it may not look perfect, but I do see them growing. And I just want to encourage every one of you, spend time with your family, invest in your family, pray for your family because, we live in a lost and broken world. And, why wait till something tragic happens to hit your knees for your family? Why wait till, your wife leaves you to start hitting your knees for your wife? Or why wait till someone's in the hospital then go up there and then start, praying. Let's be intentional about investing in our families now. Yeah, family, back in the day, like family was an honor. Like it was an honor to be like, I'm in the, this family, in this lineage.
That's right.
And nowadays, people don't take that for, people don't take that as a honor. It's just kind of like, I'm going to do my own thing and I'm a one-man team. And no, it's a family,
That's right. Back in the day, that's how you was identified, right?
Yeah.
So you would actually be known for your family's name, right? Yeah. So they would always say that you was such and such's kid, right? Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Nick. Talk.
No, for sure. And so, like, when Bella gets older, the process should just continue of building family. And you always say, like, building generational patterns and generational wealth and generational principles.
That's right.
And you only do that when the family is close together, because every house that Bella goes to, whether she goes to yours house or Zoe's house, like there's certain principles that are being embedded in her that family is very important. That's why, like, sometimes I hate all the birthday parties, but we always try to make sure we go because we're always teaching our kids in that moment that, hey, this is our family. This is important to us. This is your brothers. These are your uncles. And, they always have a way of correcting the kids when they just say, if Chloe just called me Nick, and that's what we learned from our dad. No, that's your Uncle Nick.
That's right.
I just think there should be a value system and an honor system and we're family and we want to carry this legacy forward and not backwards.
That's right. And because the thing is it's almost like, it makes me think when you was just explaining that and talking about all the different, brothers and sisters and all that, it's almost like they get the privilege of having these individuals in their life to be able to go to for whatever they may be going through, right? So you remember that game Oregon Trail?
Yeah.
Growing up?
Yeah.
So on Oregon Trail, you had certain stops you would have to make to get to power up, right? Mm-hmm. So you would go here to get food. You go here to get medical stuff. If you were sick, you would go here.
Yeah.
So what it makes me think of is like, man, like Chloe has the opportunity that, let's say that she's going through something and she needs some help with her hair, right? Mm-hmm. Well, she can go to her Aunt Angela and be like, look, I need some help with this.
Yeah.
If she's having help with like, some sports or whatever, she may be able to reach out to this uncle or that aunt to be able to get it. And that's a perfect picture of what it is. Mm-hmm. Because like they have makeup of all 13 to 15 of us. You should be able to get something out of all that.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Nah, so Chloe, who you call when you get talkies?
You.
How much money you owe me?
$1 billion.
So Chloe owes me $1 billion. But now, like, man, as an uncle, if you're an uncle or aunt, like what you do matters. And I was reading that actually in my D Bible earlier, and that everything you do, I was reading in my D Bible earlier that what David sinned.
Man, come on.
And he caused consequences for 85 priests.
Man.
All of them got killed. And I was just thinking earlier that everything you do, so relating to family, has a direct consequence on lineage, on heritage, on the direction your family's going in. And you're not just out here doing life alone. So what you do matters. Like the direction you decide to go every day matters because someone in your family is looking up to you.
That's right.
Someone in your family is looking at you for the direction they're going to take. And sadly, like that's how generational curses start. Or generational patterns start is it usually starts with one bad apple going the wrong way. Or one good apple going the other way. And that's why I think we have to work even extra harder to change the trajectory of our family traditions and family, so like now we get together and we do the once a month family gathering sometimes. And we always do Christmas together and Thanksgiving together. And that's because we're trying to change the direction of our families.
That's right. So talking back, what you said about, King David. So of course we're reading the same thing, man. And did you get that video clip I sent the other day?
Yeah, it was good.
So for the first time, because I've read the story of King David. If you guys don't know it, it's found in 1 Samuel in the Bible. Man, and it just outlines who King David was. Mm-hmm. But before he was a king, he was a kid. Mm-hmm. And he did normal kid stuff. Mm-hmm. He was a little brother, right?
Yeah.
He was looked over. They picked on him. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They probably did a bunch of stuff. He worked in his dad's field for his dad. Mm-hmm. And to see the process that he went through was just really neat. So I got to the point to where he fought Goliath.
Yeah.
And this time, God showed me something different, that if Goliath never would have came into King David's life, how could he have ever realized and found out that he was a king, that there was a king inside of him? Mm-hmm. So I think that that's what God does with these moments. That's what God does with a horrible shooting that ends up in the result of our nephew being murdered. God takes that and he exposes and he pulls something out through that. Mm-hmm. Right? So it's almost like how a diamond is pressurized to become a diamond.
Oh, yeah.
Without that pressure, that diamond never is a diamond.
Oh, yeah.
A diamond placed right up next to a CZ that you used to wear in your ears.
Yeah.
They look close, similar.
Oh, yeah.
But once you put something on it, you put heat on it, it shows you that CZ ain't going to hold up.
Oh, yeah. No, that's one thing I always think about. Like every decision I make for my family, every path I take has either big rewards or big consequences.
That's right.
So if I'm not a good financial steward, that affects my family.
That's right.
If I'm not a good a father, that affects my family. If I'm not a good husband, that affects my family. And Bella said something the other day, and it hit me. And she said, me and Jonna had got an argument that morning. And when I was taking Bella to school, she said, Dad, I hate when you and Mom fight.
Right.
Because it makes me think y'all would get a divorce.
Man.
And I was just thinking that morning that even that little argument had a direct result on how Bella felt about it. And that your kids are watching what you do. But then, as we got to talk, she said, Dad, you and Mom never fight. And that's why I hate it when y'all do fight, because it just, it takes our head to like, oh, it's going to get bad, because they never fight.
Oh, yeah.
So I just think even the littlest things we do, whether we're in church on Sundays, whether we have our kids in youth group, whether, we show our kids what's important, we're always teaching them one way or another.
Oh, yeah.
And every decision that we make matters.
That's right. You're either going to, just like Nick said, you're either on one side of it or the other. So you're either helping begin and pouring into a generational blessing, mm-hmm. or you're helping begin or pour into a generational curse.
Yeah. It's always like what Lewis said when he said, I can't drink if I tell y'all not to drink.
That's right. That's right. No, that's highly respectable. That's honorable.
Yeah.
How can I teach you to go the right way if I'm not going the right way myself? Because one thing I've realized in being a father, being a parent, your kids are going to go the way that you show them to go. They're watching.
Yeah.
A lot of times we just think that they don't see it. They're seeing it.
Oh, yeah.
They're mimicking you.
Yeah.
When they're with their friends, they go back to what they see mom and dad do. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be, just like I always say about a wife, like she's a direct reflection of a husband. Your kids are a direct reflection of who you are as a parent.
Oh, yeah.
I truly believe that. I know that they're going to get out here and wild out sometimes. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
They got very hard heads. But at the same time, they're always going to revert back to what they've been taught, to their instincts.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. I just think that's why I said everything you do, down to giving them a phone, down to giving them a tablet, allowing their eyes to see things they shouldn't see, matters.
That's right.
Because what you're teaching them, especially at a young age, what you said is like, they'll revert back to that, and man, at whatever age they are, like parents take the time to instill things, principles and integrity and honor in your kid, and it's not so much as, do they have the latest PS5? Do they have honor?
That's right.
Do they have a standard? Do they have integrity? Do they are they responsible? Who cares if they have the latest PS5 or the latest Xbox? Are you teaching your kids hard work? And that's why I always like what you do with Lucas. Like, you always teach him through the moments of like, son, if you don't like the results you're getting, it's because the work you're putting in.
That's it.
So you're teaching him lifelong lessons that he can apply, not just with sports, but when he's 40.
That's right.
And I think sometimes we just look at, oh, we're just doing this today. Or this is just a today moment.
It's the gratification.
No, we're teaching our kids and our grandkids for the long hauls, because the things you instill in Lucas and Chloe and Hannah and Kiki and and me and Bella, hopefully they will instill those same principles in their grandkids.
Oh, it's not a hope.
And they'll just pass on the baton.
Oh, yeah, they will, because you are going to, everything that you pour into them, you're going to get back out.
Yeah.
Right? So I believe that, like, even going back to the husband and wife thing, a wife is going to reproduce what you hand her.
Yeah.
They're reproducers by nature.
Mm-hmm.
So if you hand them food, they'll create a meal.
Yeah.
If you give them attitude, it's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
The same thing with the kid. If you hand the kid something and you expect for them just to go and figure it out on their own, they're going to go back to what they seen you do, because what you do is right in their eyes.
Yeah.
They're looking at you. Chloe, you talk about it. What do you see as a... How old are you, Chloe?
11.
Chloe just turned 11. My baby just had a birthday. From an 11-year-old's perspective, tell me about life. You got to talk in the mic, too.
It's easy at the Gooby house. Are you going to talk? She froze up?
Is this all, baby? You got to talk loud, too. Tell me about life. What is life like?
Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what
You don't want to do it? You don't want to do it?
I do.
The people want to hear. So from an 11-year-old perspective, what is life?
Okay.
Is life good?
Yeah.
Are you stressed out?
Sometimes.
About what? What does an 11-year-old get stressed out about?
When Rob says clean that room.
What do you get stressed out about, baby?
When it's like 8 at night and it's like the next day I have school. I
Yeah.
didn't do all my work. And I had one more thing to do and I didn't have time to do it. And I forgot to do it. And then the next morning, I think I'm going to do it, but I wake up late.
So you just keep putting it off, and it don't ever get done.
But I did do it now.
When do you do it?
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Oh, so you learned to not wait. Has that helped you?
Yes.
Who taught you that?
You.
What else have I taught you?
In my room.
To clean your room. Why do we clean our room?
So it's not a mess.
Is that why?
Yep.
What about to take care of your stuff? So I think that you told me before that you didn't see no point in making your bed up, right?
Yeah.
Why?
You're going to mess it up anyways.
Right. So just because I'm going to get back in my bed doesn't mean that I shouldn't make it up and it be made up
But I
during the
made
day.
it on, like,
Is there any point in washing your clothes, Chloe? Why?
Because you don't want to stink.
So why do you need to make up your bed? You don't want it to be dirty, right?
You don't want it to stink.
Oh.
You don't want to be known as a stinky one, do you?
No.
All right, then.
I want to get in that bed and get a Cheeto on me.
Man, Chloe just started her softball season. My girl got practice.
It's a team night.
Burns Icebreakers.
Icebreakers.
Shout out to the Icebreakers that they're in.
Are you gonna carry on the legacy? Because we was the champions last year.
Well, I don't know, because...
It don't sound like much
But
confidence.
it's fast pitch. And I'm
Oh, it's
scared.
fast pitch?
Oh, so you gonna work out. Nick, you know it's fast. They call it fast pitch. The ball don't come fast.
Oh,
The ball don't come fast.
spin twice on you?
Yeah, it's like...
No, they don't. No, they don't. It don't spin
It'd be
fast.
like...
Anyway, so man, just to reiterate again, the biggest thing that I want to leave you guys with today is just the call to action. Just because that's been on my heart heavy. You know, like today we're meeting at the cemetery, like I said. Sit up, baby. We're meeting at the cemetery, and with all the work that's getting put in, From Lele, man, my computer's acting crazy today, man. I got to get, trust the process needs to buy me a new computer. Can we do that?
We need sponsors.
Can we do that?
The Trust the Process bank account is 0.
Can Matthew's Table sponsor Trust the Process?
Sure.
Man. So, but really, that's been on my, We did what? Mini Brands what?
In the Mini Brands video, we did.
Oh, yeah, y'all did. Y'all did what?
We said your name.
Oh, yeah, y'all said my name. All right, so really, because it's been on my heart, just with his birthday and everything going on leading up to it, man, I would ask you to think about giving, man.
Mm-hmm.
Sow a seed, because one day that seed could look like a young man who received a pair of shoes.
Yeah.
Who may be in office somewhere or may be leading something, and he tells the story of how one day somebody came up to him out of the blue and gave him a pair of shoes.
That's right.
And it changed his life forever.
Yeah.
Like that's how serious this is.
Yeah. So think about when we was a kid, the impact that 10th Street Baptist made on us.
Oh man.
Because
shout out to 10th Street Bap.
Because of what the small gesture they did, and we ate there.
That's right. Chloe, do you know what a soup kitchen is?
We ate there for lunch.
What is it?
And dinner. We eat lunch or just lunch and dinner.
Food?
Every day they cooked food for our family.
Miss Birdie had the best macaroni or mashed potatoes in the world.
So every day, and then, it had an impact on me for life.
Man, I know that's right.
A small gesture, man, this church is feeding us. And not asking us, why are we here every day?
That's right.
Why ain't we better off?
They never said no.
They never said no, and we was there every day. And I just think, man, that's the kind of legacy and the impact that you want to have. And I don't believe in this model of loving people when they're worthy of it. Just love people, man. Just pour into people, invest in people.
That's right.
And like what Roger said, one day you will reap a harvest. People loved me when I was unlovable.
That's right, man. Shout out to just when you said that about 10th Street, man, it got me thinking, those people, we was hood rats.
Yeah.
I mean, we was straight hood rats, and we caused all kind of chaos.
Yeah.
We ran around doing the stupidest stuff, causing mayhem everywhere we went. We looked for trouble. We woke up and was like, look, we're going to get in trouble today because that's what we wanted to do.
Exactly.
Thank God for people like Miss Dee Dee at the center.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Who else was there? Jerry.
Yeah.
Mr. Jerry was there, right?
Mm-hmm.
They gave us a safe place to come to. All the lifeguards, Heather and Michelle at the pool.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, they loved us when we gave them no reason to love us.
Yeah, I always say, people want to love people with expectations and with, if I do this for you, then you need to do something for me or get better.
Oh, yeah.
And that's not love sometimes. Love is just here. I want to do for you. I want to help you in this situation.
And that's it.
I want, and there is wisdom, but man, thank God for people that just loved us and looked out for us. At the pool, I remember just, not having any money to get in the pool. And they would always just be like, man, you can come in anyway.
I know that's right. They never said that we wasn't allowed to come in.
Yeah. And just the impact that had on, us. And, it's kind of why I always have having Bella's birthday party at Chautauqua, because I remember that as a safe place when I was a kid.
That's right, man. Do you remember? I think for a few years we had season passes.
Yeah.
I don't even know how we got them.
Well, we got the discount.
Oh yeah, they got. That's what I do remember. Always hearing growing up, we get a family discount.
Yeah, we got a voucher or something.
Yeah, hey man, but it was people like them, and that they stick out to me tremendously. And also Miss Heather.
Oh yeah.
No, Miss Jennifer. I'm sorry, Miss Heather, Miss Michelle, which are still doing the same things today.
Yeah.
They're the coaches of senior high cheerleading. And then Miss Jennifer, I think she still works for the city of Owensboro.
Yeah.
And then they had all their young lifeguards. Man, I'm telling you, we made them earn their little money.
That's right.
We was disobedient and did whatever we wanted to at the pool, especially when it was closing time.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't kick us out and tell us that we couldn't come back.
I know.
It was horrible. They never said that.
Yeah.
I do remember getting put in timeout a couple times, but besides that, that's all it was.
Yeah.
But just to think about that, man, it took those type of people to come into our life. We really had a sense when we grew up of the community taking care of us.
That's right. That's right.
And not just leaving us Eastern baseball, all the coaches. It took a community to raise us, to get us to where we needed to be at, and everybody played a specific part in doing that, helping us get to where we needed to get to.
Yeah. And then to wrap it in, like, that's how they want to do the True to Trey.
Right.
It takes a village. It takes a community. It takes everyone doing just their part a little bit to make a great impact in the world.
Yeah. And that's what it is. It's don't think of your $5 donation to True to Trey as insignificant.
Yeah.
That $5 could change someone's life down the road.
That's right.
It could be a part of it, right?
Yep.
Every single bit matters. Every single bit is important. And not just, we can't just do this on our own. Lele can't do it on her own. We're still going through the court case through this, man. They're still going to trial. They just set a trial date. And when I see my sister go through things like this, man, it's heartbreaking.
Yeah, for sure.
It's heartbreaking. And she still has the strength to try to come up with something that's going to help give back to kids.
That's right.
Could you imagine if one of those kids that was involved in that situation, if somebody came alongside of them one day before that happened and did something like give them a pair of shoes?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Maybe that wouldn't have happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how powerful, man, that this is. And I'm proud of her. I'm proud of my sister, man. I love. She's one of the greatest people I've ever met. All my brothers and sisters, man. Just like Nick said, like we are who we are, and we're all we're got, man. And that's why, like our dad said, man, family is everything.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, that's still your brother and that's still your sister. To kind of highlight a couple of them, we got an older brother. Chop, who has now taken over since our dad's dad, taken over his window washing business that we seen our dad do our whole life.
Yeah.
His whole life. He washed windows. He took us with him, huh? Yeah, his whole life. He took us with him to wash windows and to clean companies. And after he died, Chop picked it up, man, and he's still doing it today. Squeaky clean window care. If it ain't squeaky, it ain't clean. Ain't that his motto?
Yeah.
Man, but you can find him on Facebook under Michael Drake or Squeaky Clean Window Care.
Yeah.
He washes windows, residential, commercial, man. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of all my brothers and sisters, the parents, the fathers, the mothers that they are today. You can really sense a momentum of growth over these last couple of years.
Yeah.
And it's hard to explain, but it's beautiful to watch and be a part.
For sure.
What you got going out?
No, I just think for everybody listening, if you heard anything, like invest in family, invest in change, invest in growth. So I talked about this at budgeting class. Like having money isn't just for having money.
That's right.
It's so we can make investments into people. We can make investments into things that will matter 100 years from now. So, and I just think as you look at what you're doing on a day-to-day basis, make sure you're doing it under a scale of, God, family, and everything else. So
yeah,
family is important. And I just think what we do today matters. So what you do every day when you wake up, there is no off days. There is no, let me take a break this month.
That's right.
What you do every single day matters. And it all starts with being intentional, with being, having a plan, with having direction. So I want my family to know, like me and Jonna's motto is one family, one vision.
That's right.
We have a vision collectively as a family, and we know where we want to go. So if you're married in here, be intentional about your family. If you have brothers and sisters, be intentional about them. Because one day, sadly, you'll be at their funeral and just say, like, man, I wish I would have spent more time.
Yeah. Chloe, you got anything in now? Chloe, talk to the people. You said you was going to be our guest today.
I am.
You're leave us with something.
You're sitting in Uncle Drew's chair. You're filling a big seat. You got to give him something.
Can you leave us with something?
All right. So, look, this week, what?
Go watch Chloe's video on YouTube.
Go.
It's called Chloe and Bella's Mini Brands.
Go. What you got to say?
Watch our video.
That's it?
And
Have a great day.
we're going to make a part 2.
All
What's
right.
that too?
Huh?
What's that too?
All right. Is that it?
Great day.
Great day. Have a great day or great day.
Have a great day.
Hey, if you guys feel
Good job.
extra blessed from the stimulation that you got, look, we take donations. Don't trust the process.
Rob needs a laptop.
I need a new laptop. If anybody would like to bless me, and I ain't being picky, but all I use is Apple products.
Yeah.
And I don't mind to take a used MacBook. This is a MacBook. I need a new MacBook. It's freezing up on me and getting old. I gotta do all the work. I gotta take care of all these kids. I gotta help raise Nick and Jew and just do what I can. But if you guys feel stimulated, look, I'll send you my Cash App too. I ain't above it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't above it. I got PayPal too and Facebook Pay. So and I take old school dollars. But look, you guys have a good week, man. Remember, True to Trey, www.truetotrey.com. Donations on Cash App, PayPal, and then, for more information, there's a phone number, I think, on the website, man. Reach out, see how you can get plugged in. You ain't got to do it all. Just do your part.
Yeah.
And I think tomorrow we'll look up and we'll see a better world because we decided to do our part. Thank God for the people who came alongside of us in our life, man, and just helped do their part in our life. Because of that, we're sitting here today giving back, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Being able to be a blessing to the next generation. Hey, we love you guys. We'll see you next week. Y'all have a good week. Peace.
Peace.